Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 6th. We're just going to jump right in here and take a look at your current general energies. You have this spirituality card. It says use money magic spells to increase your wealth or prosperity. So there you go. You also have spiritual advisor, healer, tarot reader, or anything in the occult. It also says you're being guided to discover your own unique spiritual path right now. So there you go. And you have the Queen of Wands, and she definitely takes her own unique path. You know, the Queen of Wands, she has this black cat here. During the times of tarot, black cats were considered very unlucky. Yes, cat ladies, I totally understand that black cats are not considered unlucky anymore, so no need to leave the comment. I totally get it. But what I would say is that what it really represents is the fact that she doesn't care what anyone thinks, and that's a good thing. So I really feel if you are on a new path, or if you're thinking about taking your life in a new direction, which it definitely looks like you are, then, and are you kidding me? You have this Peer card, and I think it says you decide, the choice is yours, but it looks like a path going straight down the card. So there's clearly a new beginning coming in for you here, Libra, and it's like your choice. But I also feel like you're going in the right direction here. This is going to be something that is like very fulfilling for you here, Libra. You know what I mean? It's like this is like very, wherever you're going towards is fulfillment. Now, you have the King of Cups, which is like deep emotional fulfillment. That could be a person. I really don't feel like this reading is just talking about love. I feel like it's talking about, everything that you want in your life. You have the Star card. The Star also represents fulfillment. So, I feel like you need to listen to yourself and only yourself, and that is the direction that you need to move in with the Queen of Wands. And of course, there might be people who say, why do you have that black cat? As in, why are you starting your own business? Why are you dating that person? Why are you getting married? Or why are you doing whatever it is you want to do, right? But it's your life. I feel like this is saying, I kind of feel like this reading is saying, stand up for yourself, but you don't even have to stand up for yourself. Just keep living your life, and that's enough. The Star, I think the thing that people need to realize is about Pluto going into Aquarius right now is the only thing we have to do is prove, the only way we can prove anything is just by being an example, right? So it's like you might have a lot of people in your life that are like, you're crazy for getting married. They always end up in divorce. So just make sure to put the work into your marriage and you won't get a divorce, right? Or put the work into your business and prove those people wrong. But we don't have to do anything. It's like just by being alive, we're being a living example. And I feel like that's what you're doing here. You have the Four of Swords. I kind of feel like you're waking up from a period of recovery, and so you could have just been taking time for yourself, maybe you've been feeling tired or unsure of what direction you want to move in your life, and you literally have this card here that says explore the possibilities. And I do feel like we're in a good time of exploration. I always say that Pluto in Aquarius is a card of a time of experimentation, where we should be trying new things, experimenting. And I literally feel like that's what that's saying. You do have the Lovers here. There, of course, could be love coming in for you. You have the Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles. I love the King of Pentacles for love because it's like something permanent, and I feel like that's what you're focused on. Even if we go this way, this is like a dream connection. So if you're attracting a person, could be a water sign, fire sign. Yeah, you basically have everything here. So it could be any sign, whatever it is, doesn't matter. But I feel like you're attracting someone who wants something permanent, like a permanent connection in their life. What I would say is that I feel like it puts you on a new path. And again, it might be a path people don't agree with. And who cares? It's not their life. It's your life. And I feel like that's all that matters. Like maybe some of you are leaving a career to be with a person. But as I always say, it's like if you're leaving a career to go be with a person who can support you, then who the hell cares, right? If you're leaving for a rich person, right? And it's like, who the hell cares, right? Maybe they have more than enough money. They're more than happy to support you. So I feel like you need to go live your own life is what this reading is saying. It might not even be love. Like some of you might be going on a new path of kind of using your knowledge and wisdom. Maybe you have a degree in college, but you want to start your own business. Like this stuff, all this here, everything, Libra, kind of looks like to me, you could be making a hard decision. I don't even think it's a hard decision. I think it's hard for other people to accept this decision, but it's the right decision. Usually those are the right decisions. You know what I mean? It's like usually not going along with the crowd is like the right thing to do, right? Usually. So, that's what I'd be doing here. With the Queen of Wands, we're going to double clarify this reading. By the way, you have this Messenger card. There could be some messages coming in for you. And again, It could be people who are communicating with you. I would also say that if people are communicating with you and they can't even face you, that just shows their true colors. So I would totally ignore it. With the Four of Swords, you have this cheerfulness card. Yes, you want to be happy. I feel like you want happiness and joy. You want the star, which is like fulfillment. And that's like where you're heading. I feel like you're heading towards happiness, joy, fulfillment, like good things in your life. And that's what I would be doing here. With the Lovers, you have this waiting card. Some of you could be waiting for love. You could be, it's like, what are you waiting for? Going this way. It's like, I'm wondering, for some of you, I feel like you need to open up to a person. I'm wondering if you're attracting a person. It's like, I wouldn't say you're mirroring each other, but it's almost like this is you, this is them here. And, it's like you could be the one that needs to open up here with the King of Swords. I don't know, I kind of get a weird feeling from that. So if you have your eye on a person, maybe you need to communicate with them. Or if you're dealing, this card isn't even, you have this melancholy card. By the way, everybody's had this melancholy card. So it's like someone needs to open up here. But I feel like someone needs to open up here if this is love. Someone needs to deliver a message, but I don't know. You could be like looking at a person who has been disappointed by love. It's like there's maybe some sort of reason why you are holding back, is what I'm saying, Libra. Maybe it's because you can sense something with this person. I would just communicate, like I said, because I feel like that'll clear everything up. Are you kidding me? With the Queen of Wands and the Messenger card, you have the King of Cups. Here you go. This right here, somebody needs to send a message here if you're interested in a person, is what I would say. I feel like you know this person for most of you. And yeah, I mean, it could be like a friend or something like that. It could be distance because you have this message card here, but I would speak up. I feel like there's definitely attraction here. For those of you that don't want love, I feel like this is saying and even if you do want love, right? For all of you, Libra, that this King of Cups is really saying you know what you want deep down inside. And that should be the only thing that guides you, is your own deep emotions, right? So you might be making, like I said, I really get the feeling in this reading here, and I think I've been saying this to you for a while, that I get this feeling in your readings that it's like there are decisions that you want to make that other people don't agree with. It's like, and these could be hard decisions. Like sometimes I know it's hard. It's like I don't really have any good examples. It's like I have known people in life where it's like their parents paid for them to, maybe go to medical school or whatever, but then they decide they want to open a donut shop or something like that. It's like that's like the story that is popping into my head. I've known people who have had similar stories to that. Not exactly that, but it's like maybe there's something your heart really wants you to do, but you feel like you're taking something from someone else, like your parents or whatever. And I feel like you need to move towards your heart. Because it's like, I don't know, maybe you open the next Dunkin' Donuts and then you can pay your parents back like times 100 in the future, right? So it's like, I think your heart will always make the right decision. And, that's what the King of Cups is saying to me, to you. With the Four of Swords and the Cheerfulness card, you have the Hermit. You need to open up. Somebody needs to open up here, especially if this is love. I'm not saying this is only a love reading because clearly it's not. I think really this is a follow your heart reading, to do what your emotions are telling you to do. That's really what it's talking about in all areas of your life. But I feel like you need to open up in love if you want it. With the Lovers and the Waiting card, you have the Tower. Yep, you can wait until the cows come home, but eventually there's going to be a tower moment. So I feel like opening up would be a good idea, in love. I would also say that a lot of people have had the Tower. So, again, wouldn't really surprise me if we saw a bunch of tower moments, especially in the month of March, like globally. I wouldn't be surprised. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have the Explore the Possibilities. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto and Aquarius requires experimentation. I'm literally starting a whole other channel all about it because that's literally how important it is. If I can't stress that enough. It's like we are going to have to find new ways of doing things. It's funny because I keep getting comments about people worried about AI. There was just a jobs report that came out that said like a bunch of people have already lost their jobs because of AI. I'm like, we can worry about this or we can adapt and evolve and overcome. It's like we have to work with the energy, not run away from it. And I feel like this is saying explore the possibilities. It's like there will be jobs for people who know how to work with the AI. There will be, things like that. There will also be other jobs that just won't even be affected. So it's like, can you explore the possibilities? But I feel like this is also saying go on the adventure. Like variety is a spice of life. And we really see that right here with the Knight of Wands. There might be things that you've always wanted to do. And I feel like the time is now. Like you need to start doing the things you want to do. You have the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Again, I do feel that some of you are attracting love. I really feel if you're attracting love, this right here is one person. I feel right now that you could be attracting a person who is like a little bit down on love. I don't think but here's the thing. And I'm pretty sure I said this to you in your March monthly reading. And if I did, this is definitely for you. I feel like this person's a little bit down on love, but the difference is I feel like they're open. They're not like down on love, closed off. This person, they might be a little bit down on love, but they're at least willing to give love a chance, or at least willing to explore the possibilities. And I feel like this could be your person. I mean, you have some amazing cards here for love, so I would go for it. I feel like this person's very adventurous. I feel like they travel or like to travel. They probably like to do different things as well, because we go like this. Star, magician, like this person's your wish. It doesn't matter which way we take this right here. This is like a victory, right? Going from this row. So I would say this is definitely a good person. But I feel like they're multi-talented with the magician. They probably have a lot of hidden talents, gift skills, and abilities. And they're probably just like a magician. They just attract things very quickly. If you don't want love, and even if you do, doesn't matter. I would say for all of you, you have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups is normally standing in the desert. And normally, he has that water flowing in front of him, which says even though he's in the desert, he can get something to grow. So it's kind of a card that says there might be things, and I feel like this is true for everyone just because of the astrology. There are things that we all want to do, but it seems like we don't have the resources. But again, it's an illusion. We do have the resources. We just have to plant the seeds, explore the possibilities. If there are things you want to do, try it. The things that you like doing, the things that grow, the things that lead to results, keep doing those things. The things that don't, cut those things out. We have to, again, I kind of just have this energy. I don't know why. I feel like we all need to have more experiences. I was just on a podcast the other day, and the host was asking me about AI and how I see it going. And I keep saying the one thing AI can't do is have experiences. So it's like, your life experience is going to become very valuable at this time for who knows what. So go have more experiences. Go live life. And I feel like that's what this card is saying. I also feel that for some of you, it's like you could be attracting a person who's done playing games. Like I feel like if they even sniff out that a game is being played, they'll just leave. So I would say no game playing with this new person. But on top of that, I feel like something needs to be built here. The Knight of Wands is my card of the builder. And we go this way to the Magician. So the Magician can represent reinventing yourself, and I think this is a theme that's come up for you quite a bit, Libra. Some of you could be like reinventing yourself or, changing yourself in some way. With the Knight of Cups, you have this faithfulness card. So again, I feel like you're attracting a very good person, someone who's faithful. I feel like that's what they want as well. It's like a person who's faithful and, just fun to be around. So definitely a good love reading if you want love. With the King of Cups, you have this Lord card. This person's fancy, I'll tell you what. This person could be like a leader. They could be very successful. This kind of gives me, in this deck right here, whichever this one is, the Kipper, I think, or whatever. It's like there's like a high honor card. This card kind of reminds me of that. You could be attracting a person who's like a high honor, or who gets high honors, or who's very successful. I mean, you have the star here. It could literally be attracting a star, or I kind of feel like at the very least you will see this person as a star in your eyes, right? With the Knight of Wands, you have this falseness card. Again, this could be like a past person who is false. It's funny that it's a cat, and I was talking about cats earlier. But, I also kind of get the feeling that this person that you could be coming in for you, it's like that's what they experienced in the past. I feel like they had a person who just toyed with them, who would, come in for attention, kind of like a cat, came in for attention every once in a while, then ran away. So, I would make sure you don't do that, basically, because I feel like if you do, you'll trigger this person. Or maybe this is what you experienced. So again, maybe you need to have a conversation with this new person. But other than that, what I would say is for all of you, outside of love, I would say that I kind of feel like there are certain things in your head, kind of like Seven of Cups, where it's like you have to find out what's real and false for you, but you have to have the experience to do it. So, I've really been encouraging experiences, and there's really one big reason why, other than Pluto and Aquarius, which is a big freaking reason. But also, we have Neptune going into Aries in 2026, and, it's like I'm just a little bit worried about Neptune and Aries because basically I think that it could lead to people looking for a savior and just like looking for just, people to hand them an easy button that doesn't exist. So people could be buying into like a lot of false ideas, right? But really the trick is we have to find out the truth for ourselves. With the Knight of Cups and the Faithfulness card, you have these Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, and always getting the Seven of Pentacles is a juice worth the squeeze. I feel like you're entering into situations that are like much more abundant, much more just good for you. With the King of Cups and the Lord card, you have the Devil. Could be a Capricorn coming in for you. I also feel like you could be attracting a very busy person. On top of that, I would be careful of past devil energy for sure. With the Falseness card in the Knight of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords. Kind of interesting. Could be a past person coming in with the truth, so I would be careful of that. I would also say if you're dealing, if you could be meeting this new person, they could have a past person who tries to mess things up. So I'd be careful of that. I'm definitely getting that with the Ace of Swords, but so I would just be careful of that. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, you have this Water card. It says emotions are at their peak. There you go. King of Cups twice. I would just pay attention to your emotions. I would let your emotions be your guide at this time as well. You have the King of Swords, the Star in the World. I feel like the Star is saying bathe in your emotions. Normally, I would say, in a reading like this, I would be like, make sure you're balancing your emotions, which you have the Ace of Swords twice now, Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. So I would definitely say make sure you're balancing your emotions and make sure you're not only making emotional decisions, make sure you think about things a little bit as well. But what I would say is a Star kind of says dive into your emotions and see how you really feel about things, and don't allow outside circumstances or influences to guide you. Only guide yourself. And that's what I would be doing here with the Star. You have the World. There's a change coming. The World is the end of the major arcana. We go from the World to and then we, go to the Fool. So the Fool, and then from the Fool, we go all the way to the World again. It's just part of the Fool's journey. And we're always on the Fool's journey at some point in life. We're always going towards something. And I feel like you're just ending one cycle, going on to the next, probably being reborn, starting something new. You have the King of Swords. I kind of feel like this is your energy. I feel like you're coming up in a strong position. King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom. So I feel like you've learned a lot over the past years. And it's now it's time to put that knowledge and wisdom into practice. Now it's time for you to use the things that you have learned in your life. With the King of Swords, you have this Sorrow card. Yeah, I mean, maybe both of you, if you're attracting a new person, it's both people here could be disappointed with love, right? So don't hold these things back. I would communicate with a new person because I feel like they'll, kind of put your fears at ease, but with their actions. With the Star, you have this young woman card. Again, you could be dealing with a younger person, take how it resonates, but you could be the younger person as well in a love situation. But I kind of am just getting new beginning. I don't think this is really talking about a person, this card. Intuitively, I feel that the Star is saying, you're starting to see the big picture on your life. And remember, I was saying you're reinventing yourself. You could be feeling younger, is where I'm going with this, because it's sometimes I think if we're doing something that we don't feel fulfilled with, like at work or business or whatever, then it sucks our energy away. We feel tired. We feel old. When we do something that fulfills us, then we feel younger. So this could be you. Doesn't matter what gender you are. With the World card, you have this Sighs card, like a sighing energy here. So I don't know. Someone's been disappointed in love one too many times. So, take how it resonates. It could be both people here. But I don't know. I would give this a chance. I kind of feel like it's saying, don't worry about the past. Give something new a chance. It'll be worth it. With the King of Swords and the Sorrow card, you have the Justice card. Yes, I mean, I always say that the answer to the rest of your life is justice, cause and effect. If you put energy into something, what do you get out? That's the only thing I would be paying attention to. With the Star and the younger woman, you have the Two of Cups. Yes, this person is a star. For some of you, this person really stands out. I think that's what it is. It's I'm not saying they're famous, but, I am saying that they're like a star in your eyes. So I would go for it. This could also be you. You could be becoming a star, or you could be just standing out in some way. Two of Cups can be you and your higher self. So you could be being guided by your higher self to make some changes, to reinvent yourself, and this could be leading to a lot of success. I feel like, by the way, for those of you that want to work in social media, that want to start a business, I'm just throwing cards, or anything like that, you could be getting a lot of attention. With the World and the Sighs card, you have the Hangman. I don't know, I feel like somebody's ready to get moving forward here. I feel like that's where the sighing energy is coming in. It's someone's ready to go, basically. Finally, in the area of the good stuff, doesn't matter what shows up here, it's going to be good no matter what. You have this peer. It says you decide, the choice is yours. Yeah, it's your choice whether or not you have a new beginning or not. You have the Magician, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. If this is love, I feel like this is going to be a permanent connection with the King of Pentacles. I also feel like you could be having a lot of victories. I always pull the card the Magician is pointing towards. I feel like he's pointing towards this card right here. You have the Seer. It says follow your intuition. I would be mixing the two things together and like finding the middle point, right? Your intuition, but also your emotions. It's like I would kind of listen to both sides. I feel there's like a new beginning coming in for you. The Magician can represent a new beginning. And again, it's like you're reinventing yourself. You know, like I said, I feel like you're kind of really entering into a new stage in your life. And it's going to lead to this right here, a big victory for you. So I feel like there's some victorious energy. You have the King of Pentacles. I really feel you're stabilizing your finances, which is nice. I feel like saying for once. So maybe you've been in kind of like a negative financial space, or maybe you've been trying to improve your finances, and I feel like you're finally like really improving your finances here. You're finally seeing the results, right? With the Magician, you have this Fortune card. Are you kidding? Yes. Love it. I feel like there are great fortunes coming in for you. I'm telling you right now, if you're doing something new, I feel there are great fortunes in that, especially if it's in like work or business. I would also say like some of you could be attracting a person where it's like you're going to be working together or you're working on something similar. Again, I can't get away from the star card. I'm not saying you're attracting someone famous. I'm not saying you're going to be famous, but it's like you could be attracting a person where you both get a lot of attention for what you do. So, you know, it's like two people who are kind of on the same wavelength is what's popping into my head. I do feel like some of you could be attracting a person who has money as well. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Merchant. Are you kidding? Yes, you could literally be attracting a business person. For a lot of you, I feel like it's you. I feel like you are the business person. I feel like you are making more money, or you're starting to make moves to make more money, and it's going to lead to a lot of success. This card also always reminds me of moving. If you're moving, I'm telling you right now, they're like really, the astrology is very good for moving. I think for everyone really, but you know, it's like you could be moving somewhere that's like cheaper but better, and also you could get a job that pays you more money. So I keep telling people, look for those opportunities if you want to move. With the King of Pentacles, you have this Malady card. This card kind of represents sickness or someone sick. So again, you might have a past person here who is inconsistent. They might be coming in. It's kind of funny because this showed up for Aquarius as well. So if you were dealing with an Aquarius, it could be an Aquarius, and I would block this person or whatever. But you could be dealing with a person who's like coming back with like a little broken arm or something like that. You know, not really. I'm just saying they could be like, oh, I'm hurt, I'm this, I'm that, but they're not. So I would be careful of past people. But again, this is the good stuff, so it doesn't matter what shows up here. I feel like some of you could be healing at this time. With the Magician, are you kidding? In the Fortune card, whatever that is, you have the Fool. Taking a leap of faith, taking a risk towards something new is going to lead to a lot of success for you, Libra. With the Ace of Swords and the Merchant, you have the Sun. I mean, are you kidding? You know, happiness, joy. And again, when I get the Sun and the Star together, the Star and the Sun and the Star together, to me, that represents fame and fortune. So there you go. Take it how it resonates. With the King of Pentacles and the Malady card, you have the King of Wands. Do you finally have all the kings here? We have the King of Cups, King of Swords, and the King of Wands. What is the other one? King of Pentacles. Yes, you have all four kings. Emperor, definitely attracting your divine counterpart. Doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. So, love it. We're going to see what else wants to come out for you. We're going to pull 5 main themes. You have this Lobster card. It says financial pinch. I feel like you're clearing out a financial pinch. You even end with this good luck card. It seems to me like you're putting yourself in more lucky situations. I think I even said that somewhere else in this reading, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I forgot at this point. But, you know, I kind of feel like you're putting yourself in better financial situations, and that could be improving your luck. You have this Shark card. It says, take care or there will be loss of material wealth. You know, this stuff comes up for everyone. Again, we're just in a time where I wouldn't be wasting money, you know, and so I don't think this is a bad thing. I think it's just saying, take care, you know, pay attention and you'll be fine. If you don't pay attention, you won't. You have this Tankard card. It says celebration, fun, enjoyment. Yeah, I see a lot of celebrating coming in for you, especially if you're like just picking your new life, starting this new path. You're going to be really happy that you did. You have this Jug. It says lighthearted, carefree time. I kind of feel if you're attracting a person in love, I think that's what they want, like peace. I feel like it's not that they don't take it seriously. I feel like right now they just want something lighthearted, carefree. They don't want to feel the pressure. So that's like where I'd be going. And this could like stand the test of time. So it's like I said, it's not that they're not taking it seriously. It's not like they're going to be out dating, other people or anything. I feel like if they commit to you, they'll be committed. I think they just don't want like pressure in their life. I don't know. It's popping into my head. Could also be you. And finally, you have this horseshoe that says good luck. So clearly, there's luck. This is amazing reading. Best reading I've done this week, for sure. So looks amazing. But thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.